skateboard. Do you go and ride your skateboard? No, that ain't what you do. So stop being a noob. Open up YouTube. Swag ain't cheap to watch down by the creek, boy. Yeah.
Yeet. Greetings, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Derek.
And I'm Chandler.
Welcome to Down by the Creek, episode 3. Oh yeah, introducing our live studio audience, Josh Bray. He's sitting in on the podcast today. Oh man, all right, so I want to start, because this is hilarious. All right, so there's a town called North South Carolina. I kid you not. And if North South Carolina isn't funny enough for you, so they got a new mayor, and the mayor of North South Carolina was not good, apparently, because people have been complaining.
East or West?
I wish. It's Kanye West. Kanye. But North South Carolina, literally, the police chief is like, this mayor's awful, I resign. Every single police officer in North South Carolina resigned with him. So at the moment, North South Carolina has absolutely no authority.
But the mayor.
Who no one likes.
Doesn't do anything.
So I say we just go rob them.
Do they have money?
I mean, with a name like North South Carolina, you have to have some merch, right?
Probably. That'd be pretty interesting, like a T-shirt at least.
So
Can we throw bananas at them?
Yeah, throw bananas at them and actually get some money.
Stuff out
So
of it.
what you got there in your hand?
Oh, this is for later part of the show, where we'll randomly interrupt you with a new segment of our show. It won't be on every episode though. It's a pretty limited number of things I can talk about in that segment.
We have segments now, apparently. I wasn't told of this.
I can't wait for one of the two segments.
You know
that
one
we've
thing
added
about
for
these
this episode.
segments, though?
No one can hear that probably. Are you just going to add
You like
just put it
that?
on the screen?
You like that?
I do like that.
Okay, speaking of the screen, we are in Lebanon. A mountain in Lebanon, if there's mountains at all. If not, we're just in Lebanon.
I don't even know what Lebanon is. I've heard of it.
It's a place
Where? Right
In the
there,
Middle
on the
East.
map.
in the Middle East, I'm pretty sure.
The Middle East. Middle East.
Middle West.
This is an interesting
Middle North,
week.
South Carolina.
So let's get
not Carolina.
the serious stuff out the way. California.
I think it's California.
It is California.
It's
Do we know the
definitely
city?
California. I thought it was Los Angeles.
No, it's not.
San
Bernardino, California. If you haven't heard about that, we're not the news channel, but we'll tell you that there has been a lot of stuff going down. Shooting and then a bunch of bombs found in the
Bomb threats,
suspect's
yeah.
home.
Garage, yeah.
In their home.
Like, I was watching the news this morning, and they were saying that they went to the house where the person lived, and like their neighbors and stuff had said that they'd been working in their garage for quite some time, but they didn't. They thought it was suspicious, but they never called the police or anything. So they found 12 bombs, of course, unexploded, in their garage, and then over 6,000 rounds of ammunition.
6,000?
6,000.
That's a lot of rounds. Is it just those two? Or they have some friends?
I don't know.
So more on that never from us. If you want to see the news, and it's really sad because apparently there was how many confirmed I have 16 here as of
Probably
the 4th of November. 16 casualties, and it was going to be a lot more if they had bombs on
they
stacks.
planned on definitely having more.
So
But like they also said like the guy he worked at a business over there, and all of his coworkers didn't think that he would, like, because he was a Muslim guy, but he was a chill guy and stuff. So apparently they said he radicalized. That's the word they used.
He radicalized.
That's the word that was used in the news.
It's unfortunate. So keep the city of San Bernardino. I'm going to say that wrong. San
Bernardino.
Bernardino in your prayers as they're going through this time. And this is just one of many situations going on around the world right now. The United Kingdom joined Russia in airstrikes on Syria. And
Did they really?
Yeah, they have. David Cameron did a bunch of press releases, and he was talking about how, people say we're dropping bombs on Russia, which is true, but they're not really getting the gist of it. You just get the idea of just literally dropping a bomb. They're trying to, explain themselves as, this is high technology. We're not shooting targets unless we know what they are, and that these are accurate, precise, lethal weapons. So that's been a debate among our U.S. Should we get involved? Will we get involved? And if so, how? So that's been in the news for weeks now. The Islamic State has definitely made their point, and something needs to be done, and that's just the matter of what. Russia took the lead.
Let's slowly get into less.
Less sad news.
Yeah.
So shout out to our friend Bennett. So when all this crazy stuff's going on, you know, there has to be some good in the world somewhere. So I want to say shout out to Bennett Joyner, my friend.
How do you find good in him?
Oh my goodness. Well, I find good in Bennett because for the last 5 days, confirmed, he has gone to Wendy's
yeah.
5 times. And each time he's gotten a piece of the 4-for-4 meal. Shout out to Wendy's. This podcast is not brought to you in part by Wendy's.
Okay, and here's where I interrupt with one of our segments. This segment taken from a show that many know and love, iCarly. What is Derek sitting on?
I hate you so much.
What are you sitting on?
Are you serious?
What are you sitting on? A circus peanut. Can we have a large one on the window on the screen? Just a large
For all of you
circus
didn't
peanut.
see that, I threw it at Josh because I know he'll lick it.
See, I put this on his seat earlier, and he actually sat on it more than once unknowingly.
He did it.
And then
he's licking it.
He's eating.
Oh, he's eating it. Why would you put yourself through that disgustingness? No one likes circus peanuts.
Derek is definitely afraid of circus peanuts.
The only people who like circus peanuts are people who are in
most people
denial.
who go to circuses are afraid of the clowns. Derek's afraid of the circus peanuts.
I'm not afraid of them. Hey, let me see that real quick.
No, it's not gum.
Let me tell you about this thing.
Hey, can you eat that?
No, this is one of those things that just doesn't need to exist. I have a despine hate for circus peanuts. And
a what? A despine?
Can we have an anti-shout out?
Did you say despine?
Dude,
what is that?
Just let it happen.
I want to know what you're saying. You just make up words all
Dennis,
the time.
our boss, came in with a bag of circus peanuts willingly. And it's half empty now, which means he's eating them because no one else would eat circus peanuts. No, I wouldn't put my worst enemy through this. They're so bad.
I'm going to eat one for you, Derek.
Ew, here.
You have to take small bites. You can't just like throw them in your mouth, you know?
There is nothing good about that. Nice shot.
Ew, he just threw it all in his mouth.
Ew.
Our live audience.
All right, anyway, I can't stand circus peanuts. It's one of those things I like squash. I don't like squash.
Squash. I'm not a fan of it.
If squash didn't taste like you were eating a jellyfish, I'd be fine with it, but otherwise, no.
You ate a jellyfish?
No, well, apparently that's something that people do, and that brings us to our next subject, our football championship.
How did that?
Which we lost.
And jellyfish are losers?
We played like jellyfish. So I remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about football, our football team, and I know that we need to follow up on that. Yes, we went all the way to the championship. Yes, we lost. You remember this name, Christian Tate? So this is archived. When he's in the NFL, just remember I tackled him once or twice. I just want that to be known because he's going to be a freaking all-star. I don't know how in the world this man is so large at age 17, but it's scary.
Probably 18.
I doubt it. He said he was 17.
Oh.
It's kind of scary.
Probably 18 now.
But yeah, he won the championship. Congratulations to whatever team that was, who shall not be named.
Tate.
Shout out to Christian Tate only.
Only Christian Tate.
I want his autograph when he goes to the NFL.
Going with that circus peanut.
You ate the whole thing?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It tastes like Xanax gum.
I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of does taste like gum now that I think about it. It makes it better.
Back to fast food. Do you think you could eat Wendy's 5 days a week,
no,
every day?
I couldn't eat anything the same 5 days a week.
No, I mean, if it was something different. Well, Josh Bray is saying that he could do it because
he could
Josh
eat 5 days worth of food.
He's a
in
hole.
one day.
He's just a bottomless pit of
His
sadness.
parents only trust him with $10 a day. Like they give him $10 and they don't let him spend any more than that. He's
pulling out his $10 because he
Josh,
knows
come show
that
us your $10.
Given any other thing, he would spend it all. Legal tender.
Zoom?
No.
Oh, he's so blown out.
Yeah, well, get out of here. Love you, Josh. For everyone who remembers Josh, if you go onto our website, which shall be on the screen, because I'm not going to try to say it, because last time I said it, I was wrong.
I said it. You didn't say it.
Last time he said it, he was wrong.
Barely. But I fixed
There's
it.
our deleted podcast episodes where we have Josh Bray, the mythical Josh Bray, actually doing some of those things. And he'll be on later, of course, because he always is. He just was.
Yes.
What you got?
We can just always recognize our new intro song and our new intro video.
Oh, shout out to that. We actually we spent money on the podcast, guys. We actually bought an intro.
I would ask for donations, but we're not there yet.
No, we're not there. Wait until we got 100,000 views. Then feel free to donate as many $100,000 bills as you want. Shout out to the Envato market. I've been working a lot on them. If you need stuff for video, Go to the Envato market. You need stuff for code. You need stuff for anything that involves a computer that you can't do yourself. Go to Envato. They probably got a template for it. I saw a guy. He did this thing. It was me. I bought something on Envato, and then everyone thought I knew how to edit. It was amazing. You want to make your presentation better than everyone? You want to make sure the Ferguson account gets submitted on time? You go to the Envato market.
The Ferguson account.
I don't know. Every time you talk about business and there's an account, I've always heard it'd be the Ferguson account. I think I got that from not How I Met Your Mother, but Parks and Rec. I think it was from Parks and Rec, but I can't remember. I could be wrong. Speaking of shows, I've been watching Lost.
Sherlock? Oh,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there in a future podcast when it's relevant.
It's not relevant. Yeah, I've been watching Lost again. I actually watched it when it was around and popular. Stopped at season 4. I'm at season 5 now. Things are hitting the wall. It's awesome. It's really cool. Everyone's time traveling. Spoiler alert.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, in Lost?
Mm-hmm.
They time travel in Lost?
Don't even ask. I don't know myself, and I'm watching it right now.
Well, let's get back to one of the subjects we usually talk about, Marvel and their movies.
Which one's coming out next? What's
Civil
the next
War.
one? Civil War.
We've
We talked about
this.
it.
So I thought the premiere of the trailer was going to be with Star Wars, but they've already released the trailer. I don't know if they were planning on releasing it with with Star Wars, or if they just finished it early or something. And we're like, hey, let's release it. Hey, we got a guest. Is it Bennett?
It's Bennett! Oh my goodness. Bennett, you
Come
were
on the
completely
screen, Bennett.
unexpected.
Bennett, come on the
Come on,
screen.
boy. So welcome to the podcast. Shout out to Bennett Joyner. We were just talking about you, actually. Can you come up here and tell us about your Wendy's adventures, actually?
So,
Get up on that.
I've been eating Wendy's since Sunday for lunch. For,
It is currently Friday.
Friday. That's 6 days.
Oh, 6.
6 days. Wow.
Because they have a 4-for-4 meal, which is the you get a small fry,
Oh, yeah.
a small drink,
Mm-hmm.
a 4-piece chicken nugget, and a junior bacon cheeseburger, all for $4. And I've been eating that for 6 days straight.
So rest in peace to your stomach.
Yes.
How's baseball been with that? Eating that every day?
It's been good. Nothing's really changed, but I'm going today again, so we'll see how that goes.
So when you go into cardiac arrest, what do you want your last words to be?
I just hope that Wendy's keeps doing their 4-for-4 in memory of me.
So we have this. So like, if anybody tries to say they shouldn't sell the 4-for-4 because it killed somebody, but we'll say, hey,
The man
if he
himself.
desires. For
That
them to keep
was his
selling
last wish. Let him have it. And also Wendy's, excellent job on the 4-for-4. I actually had
Shout
it
out.
sometime this week.
We already shout out.
We
Wendy's.
shouted out
probably
Wendy's.
Already did.
You know what? Shout out to Bennett Joyner and
We
Wendy's.
shouted out them twice now.
It doesn't matter. When
Okay.
you have a
you have
connection like Bennett and Wendy's has, it doesn't even matter. I think there was something else. We were talking yesterday about podcasts. There was something else you wanted me to talk about. What was it? Oh, I don't remember either. It must have been.
Was it about, you talking about fast food and how it's
Yeah, it's like fast food and how it's bad for you, but you still love it.
Yeah. I was just saying.
Get up on there, man.
Yeah. Fast food's bad for you, but it's cheap, so if you have a tight budget, it's good to eat it. But it'll make you fat and mess your stomach up.
But, you know,
Words of wisdom.
words of wisdom
It'll
by
make you
Bennett Joyner.
fat.
It'll make it it's cheap. It's good.
I'm sorry, what camera am I looking at?
Oh,
This one?
look at the one that's that one right there.
Yeah, we have like 2 cameras.
There's so
right
many
there.
cameras in this
And there's a
room.
third one not pointing at anything.
Well, thanks, Bennett. You want to sit in or
Is there
you
any
just passing
shout
through?
outs you want to make before you sit down?
No, I'm pretty good.
All right. You don't want to shout out a certain.
Well, I'd like to make a shout out. Wait, can I?
Yeah, you can throw some shade. Why not?
Wait, no. Can I like say a name of something?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
I'd like to make a shout out to Lake Spivey Golf Course for employing me and giving me free golf. Thank you.
So shout out to Lake Spivey Golf Course, employer of. So if you want to go
Just
see
pull up a
Bennett in
chair
real
somewhere.
life and just like. You want to see Bennett in real life because you didn't just get enough of that sweet hair right there. You're going to have to go to Lake Spivey Golf Course, pay some money, go hit some golf balls or whatever they do in golf. And Bennett will probably be there to help you do those things. All right.
All right. Now that
Well, let's talk about this. So Germany.
okay.
All right. So Germany has a bad rap sheet for everything that happened in World War II, right? And at World War I, and every other world war that's ever happened, and every other war that's ever happened, somehow Germany's been the bad guy, right?
Not.
Even the French and Indian War, nothing to do with Germany. I'm pretty sure they were plotting. But here's the thing. So, Mein Kampf, you know, Hitler's famous novel, everyone's favorite book.
Continue.
Everyone's favorite book is going to be republished on the largest scale ever in January of
For
next
what
year
reason?
for the reason of Germany just doesn't care anymore. They're gonna release the biggest a book by the biggest
I didn't
dictator
even
in
get
the
to
world.
finish my last subject.
You
about
brought Bennett in.
Marvel.
Bennett's the best.
Bennett. Well,
You can't stop Bennett.
I didn't stop Bennett.
I don't think you can.
I
Anyway,
didn't try
so
to
if you
stop
want to buy Mein Kampf by Hitler
You can
for whatever
already buy
reason,
it.
if you want to buy it on a large scale, like a hardback book, 59 euros would get you Mein Kampf. That's like $60.
That's a little more than $60.
It's more than $60. Why?
That's a lot of money for
You
a
can
book.
get it
that-
online. I've
written
had to
by a
study
tyrant.
that for like history. No. Do you not see an ethical problem with that? It's like
I'm going
that's
back
like
to my
publishing the
subject that I didn't get to
KKK
finish.
manual. I'm joking.
Where was I at with this? So they already released the trailer for Civil War, and the end of the. Have you seen the trailer, audience? Josh, you haven't seen the trailer? Okay, so at the end of the video, at the end of the trailer, you see Captain America and Bucky like basically killing Iron Man. Like he's sitting there just on the ground. They're like beating him in the face. It's legit.
Is he in the suit?
Yeah, he's in his suit, and like, they just like they're both throwing the shield back to each other and just hitting him. They throw it back to the other one. They just nail him in the arm, and Iron Man's like block, block. It's pretty cool.
So if you want to see that trailer,
the,
link in the description below.
The repulsor beam is the that I was making. I wasn't making. I was
All right.
okay.
So when's that coming out? Do you know? Have a date on that?
May 18th.
May 18th.
Yeah, it's nowhere close.
So I'm supposed to like wait for this?
yeah,
Now
I
you
know,
got me
it's
all
awful.
hyped.
There's no movie before it, and
I don't know what to say about that. I'm actually kind of mad now, and Josh keeps waving at me. So it's just I was like I thought he like
Oh.
needed something, but he didn't. He's just like
also, they someone released a photo from an unseen photo from the Star Wars. I don't know if it's from the movie or the set, and they just released it. But you
Is
know
it a
how you
picture
see
of a-
Darth Vader's melted helmet. You don't even know this. Josh, come up here as we talk about this Star Wars, because I can talk to you because you've seen Star Wars.
Bennett, be on my side. Come on.
Yeah, Bennett, have you seen Star Wars? Yes. Okay, then Bennett's on my side too. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
Darth Vader. You
Gotta
see
get
Darth.
up on the mic though.
Okay, stop talking. In the trailer, you know, you see Darth Vader's melted helmet, right? Yes. So they released a photo because it doesn't show you who has
I haven't
Darth
seen
Vader's
Star
melted
Wars.
helmet. And then in a new picture, you see
I'm working on it.
the new bad guy, Kylo Ren or something like that. Is that his name? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. And you see him sitting in a chair with the Darth Vader helmet in front of him just melted, and he's just staring at it. That's the photo.
Yes.
Thanks, Josh.
So I'm supposed to spend
he's my
12
yes
hours
man.
of my life to sit and watch the Blu-ray box set, right?
It's going to be more than 12.
Is it really? It's
Probably. They're like 2 hours and 15
That's the thing. I
minutes,
just don't
probably.
want to. It's like I want.
I mean,
I
you
want the
watched
knowledge.
9 episodes of Sherlock. That's more than 12 hours.
Yeah, but I wanted to do that. I want to watch Star Wars, but I don't. Heck, everyone's telling me different things. Like you should watch them in this order. No, watch them in the order they were released. You're not
No,
gonna
don't
understand.
watch them in the order they were released.
See,
1 through 6.
I don't know. I'm gonna get the Blu-ray box set, and eventually, whenever he gives me the Blu-ray box set, is when I'm gonna. That's when I'll do it. I promise I
I
won't.
just got to remember.
Shout out to Chandler actually for the early Christmas present. He got me the Welcome to Night Vale novel, and I was so happy. I was so happy because I didn't like. That's something I wanted, and I don't know how he knew I wanted it except for me talking about it for so much. So yeah, shout out to Chandler. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You're never mind. I won't tell you that.
Okay.
I got plenty of stuff. I got plenty. The list goes on.
I can do my fun facts for this episode.
Please do.
All right, my fun facts. Another animal one. Lizards. You've seen them run, right? And you know how they frequently stop? It's because they can't breathe while they run. Like they run in a way that their lungs just collapse, so they can't breathe while they run. So they have to stop and then breathe and then run again.
Just like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my impression of a lizard.
Just like that. And
Shout
then
out to the lizard. Boop. I don't like that one. Boop.
that's a salamander.
Boop.
All right, there we go.
Thanks for making me edit all that.
So it's just fun, you know.
Oh, what we got?
What do we have? What do you have?
We can't see it. Who's requesting a shout out? Oh, shots fired. Let's see.
We already gave her a shout out,
Who is it?
Emily.
Shout out to Emily again for being on the text line. You know, she used to call him on his cell phone.
Actually, that shout out was taken back. So take the shout out countdown one.
I told him to come up here and say that, but
No, you didn't.
I didn't say
By
that.
order of Bennett, that just happened. Oh. Oh my goodness!
Did you throwing some scrap on the field?
So let's explain the scrap, but not in great detail. So there was this girl
No,
and
okay,
there was
that's
the
enough
boy,
detail.
and then there was some problems.
Oh,
and
our second segment that I was talking about that we added. Okay, interesting instruments with Chandler. All right, today I brought I brought a gift from Derek from a while ago from his camp
I've never regretted giving a gift more.
called the nose flute. You can't probably see it.
Shout out to Woodruff Scout Reservation and everyone who
nose
works
flute.
there who knows how annoying these things are.
As you can see, it goes over your mouth and your nose, and you simply play by breathing through your nose. See, you can whistle and stuff. It's quite interesting.
I want to give everyone just a little
And they're very
why I
cheap.
hate these so much. Imagine like 100 kids at a time having these.
That would be awesome.
And just like
If they were playing a
everywhere you
song.
go on like 100 acres of land, there's just a kid. I'd be walking through the woods to the Davis, which is out in the middle of nowhere. You hear. They're not even trying to play a
His
song.
impressions are the best.
I mean,
They're not even trying to play a song.
it's so bad. They're just making noise to make noise, and I'm bitter about it. But I got him one of those because I had it, and I was like, I'm never gonna play this thing. So yeah,
He didn't know how to play it, honestly. That's why he gave it to
I knew how to play it. I refused to put my nose on it.
He
to
did
be
not
honest.
know how to play it. He's like,
I've seen.
he said,
1,000 kids
have this. I don't know how to play it.
No,
That's
that is
that's-
absolutely false.
That's the words you said.
Then I
'Cause-
lied to you because I totally know. I know the concept. I'm not putting my nose on that.
You don't know how to play it.
Jerk. I don't like that. I'm not conforming to your standards.
You do not know how to play this.
I know how to play. You just
I
blow
don't
your
believe you.
nose.
Not all it takes, actually.
Maybe I don't know how to play it.
It's so easy, though.
It's
like,
not easy.
You have to, like, because the air comes down and it goes into your mouth and, like, does a whistle
Well,
thing.
to be fair,
and then
I've done
comes-
it before.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have. Shout out to Kasha. Kasha will be watching this probably, and she knows that I can play the nose flute.
Okay. My second interesting fact. The highest court in the land.
Court?
It's a highest court. It's a basketball court.
Oh.
In some building in D.C., apparently. No,
That's
it's
what
not.
I thought. Like judicial
Yeah,
branch.
it's like
judiciary.
it's like a joke kind of thing. Like it's a basketball court on the top floor of some government building. It's called the highest court in the land.
All right, so if I can find it, there's a picture of the highest court in the land, and is it pretty?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. I just heard about it.
Nice. So it could or could not exist. Either of those things.
Either of them.
All right, so let's talk about this. There's a super bug going around, and no one's heard about it, of course, because why would you hear about something that's important? Like we
Like,
didn't
wait.
hear about Ebola until it
Okay,
was
so like a virus
problem. Yeah,
bug?
so super bug, not like a giant
bug.
bug,
That would
but
be cool, though.
it's called the Phantom Menace. I think they named it after the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And it's not big yet, but from the people who've had it, it's known to kill exactly around 50% of everyone who's had it. That's a big turnaround for a virus, and that's like big news, but no one's reporting about it because all this other stuff is happening. So keep your eye out for that if the superbug goes away. I just imagine a cockroach in a cape.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with the Phantom Menace,
You might want to go to the hospital,
Yeah.
man. Like, you might not even know. I don't even know what the
is this worse than mesothelioma?
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call
can't
now.
even say it.
You may be entitled for compensation. That's every commercial ever.
Pretty much.
Moving on, something that is important to me, Christmas! It's almost Christmas. And I saw an article on Reddit where they were talking about how Wi-Fi can mess up, Christmas lights can mess up your Wi-Fi. Yeah, they're like, RIF given off by Christmas lights can actually interfere with your Wi-Fi. But to be fair,
noticed.
everything can interfere with your Wi-Fi.
true.
So, but
Especially-
don't blame Christmas, you Grinches. Shout out to the Grinch. We know who that is.
We do know who the Grinch
But we're
is.
not. She shall not be named.
Oh, that Grinch.
That Grinch. The Grinch.
Don't actually know who he's talking about.
Fair
I'm
enough.
thinking of multiple people.
All right, I got something else too. You remember how we were talking about robberies a while ago, and like the banana guy who threw bananas to rob a store? What was the
I
other one?
remember that one.
And there was one more that was less important because you can't stop that. A guy robbed a 7-Eleven, a very convenient store, and
Convenience store.
in Michigan. So note that this is in Michigan where everything gets robbed all the time. And he got caught. You'd be surprised. He was wearing a ski mask and everything, but why did he get caught? Sucker's 7'4". I'm pretty sure there's not more than 3 7'4" people in Michigan. So yeah, they caught him immediately. That makes me
That's
really
kinda-
upset.
that's
If I was
kinda
like, if I had to be a criminal, for one, I wouldn't have a podcast and talk about it. So don't worry about me, police. But still, why would you get a new line of work? Play basketball or something.
Or be like the recon guy who's just like sitting in the back of the truck, be like, "Hey, go now," you know, from all the movies.
What?
The guy who's in like, you know,
The guy who makes one appearance in that movie.
he's on the laptop and he's like, "Okay, now's the time,"
Go.
and that's all he says.
And then you never see him again.
But he's a very crucial part to the story.
All right, we're actually.
How, did you just get out of class? Did you just walk out? Okay.
Bennett skipping class. All right, so something else important to me. For everyone who's in this generation, Kobe retired.
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Did he really?
Yeah. Don't you boo. Kobe Bryant, even if he's... Yeah, he did retire, but he needed to. I hate to show this, but there is a clip that I have to show, and everyone's saying this is why he retired. It's him trying to do a buzzer beater in a recent game, and just see what happens.
Here's Bryant with 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
Bryant on the drive.
It's,
Bryant got Robertson off his feet.
It's time.
Can't hit.
It's time.
Rebound.
But I want
Oklahoma
to say,
City wins.
this is shout out to Sports Ball, the sports show from Rooster Teeth. They were talking about this. Kobe Bryant went 20 years without changing teams in professional sports. That's loyal because you know more than likely you could have got traded 100 times, even though he did ask to be traded one time.
Yeah.
I know you don't care about this, but for all my basketball fans out there, shout out to Kobe. I'm still gonna yell Kobe when it's inappropriate every time I throw something. More than likely,
When he
especially-
throws grenades in video games, he yells Kobe
Every
over the
time.
mic. It's quite annoying.
So if you ever see me playing Black Ops 3,
Kobe.
anything, Kobe, and
And
that's
he rarely gets a kill with it.
hey, one day it'll work. All right. And I got two more
Wait,
things.
I gotta get mine because you just keep on going.
I just
Okay,
keep
go.
going.
Say bye.
As we go on
Bye.
and remember. Bye, Bennett.
Okay, I think this. Oh, you leave.
Oh, here we go. As we go on and remember. Well, thank goodness those
Now
two
that-
are
now
gone.
that those
that
losers are gone, we can
man.
talk about 'em.
I need to
Goodness.
adjust my pants.
Okay, sit down. This is. That was excessive and unneeded.
No, man,
Okay.
I feel great now. When I was
One-
sitting on that peanut, I guess I just like my pants weren't where they needed to be, and now they
Yeah.
are.
One
I'm
last topic,
cozy.
unless you have a really interesting. Oh,
Got two.
talk about this.
Which one?
That.
All right, so shout out to Pastor John, our pastor. He has decided that every time he texts someone now, he is going to use Bitmoji, and this is my Bitmoji.
Wait, what is Bitmoji?
What is Bitmoji? Well, let me tell you what Bitmoji is. Bitmoji is like the best thing ever. All right, so you get on your phone, you download this keyboard called the Bitmoji keyboard.
Shout out to Bitmoji keyboard.
And I don't know if you can see this. I'll show it on the screen, but it's just a bunch of memes that you make your own character, and then there's memes of you. So if I'm like, for example, Chandler, what's Bitmoji? And you're like, I don't know what Bitmoji is. I'll be like, do you even Bitmoji? And it's amazing. Annoy the mess out of your friends. Every time I text someone that I don't need to have a conversation with, like it's just like a 1 or 2 answer question, I'm using Bitmoji just to annoy them, to make them stop talking to me. So
I'm really happy because it sends it as like a JPEG, so like I can get them on my phone.
oh,
which is
Chandler,
a-
show your phone. Do you have it?
It's on the ground right next to you. You can grab it if you want. Oh, it's on the table actually. Why are we showing them my phone?
Shout out to the iPhone 0.5.
But
Remember
you
that?
have to actually. Oh, my background is Staples on this phone because I didn't have any interesting backgrounds.
Shout out to Staples, the Office Superstore.
0.5 is inside my phone. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Did you put the sticker inside your phone? Yeah. You can just there's this magical thing called digital zoom.
But like I don't know if the light is.
Yeah, you can't really see it. But imagine that there's an Apple logo there. But
They can see it.
we're running on about 27 minutes.
Can you? Yeah, we'll
Oh, I got 2 more things though. Let's just get through these real quick.
we got to do our little. bit
Yes,
ending.
but speaking
Okay,
of phones,
let's end it right now and then.
No, speaking of, all right, good point. Now, this has been Down by the Creek, episode 3. So, if you're one of those good old-fashioned fans, we love you. It's been great.
And if you're a follower,
A real follower of Down by the Creek,
just
stick around. But bye, guys. All right, now that those losers are out of here, let's talk about something important. Speaking of phones, T-Mobile, right?
T-Mobile. Got it.
So, T-Mobile, no one thinks of T-Mobile as like a major thing, right?
What is T-Mobile?
Exactly. But I've been with T-Mobile even when they're bad. I was that boyfriend who had them when they were ugly. That was mean, but that's not relevant
Okay,
to me.
continue.
Anyway, holy cow! T-Mobile beat Verizon, beat AT&T. They're the best carrier in the United States according to Consumer Reports because they just did all that upgrading with their Wi-Fi range and all that. So, LTE range. So now T-Mobile's the best. So T-Mobile, if you're watching this, since I was loyal to you in all these years, even through the good and the bad, even when I didn't have service in my house, even that I still don't have service in my house without a router, you need to just, give me free stuff.
Like a hat.
Give me a winter hat.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have T-Mobile, but I'll take one anyway.
For anyone who doesn't understand why we keep asking.
It has to be a pink T-Mobile hat, though.
Yeah, if you
T-Mobile's color's pink.
please
That would
have a
be pretty
pink T-Mobile
cool.
hat. For anyone who doesn't understand why we keep asking for hats, the name of our company is Winter Hat Studios.
As you could see from the intro video.
Get the joke. Come on now. All right, one more thing.
One more thing, then I have something to say.
Awesome. Disney.
Disney
got a dating site. Disney has put up a dating site called Mouse Mingle. So if you're a Disney fan,
that's the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
hear us out.
Like,
we have a farmer's one.
Who is not a Disney fan though?
Exactly. They're
That's
reaching
like-
a broad audience.
That's like regular dating.
I feel like that'd be more of like for kids though. Is that like for
oh
adults?
gosh, not the young children.
I think the children are like hotline blinging each
Oh,
other
my
now.
goodness.
I don't know. Is that
Mouse
Is that
Mingle.
good? Mouse
That's
Mingle.
stupid.
If you want to check it out, and it's not like it's a free thing like Club Penguin. It's actually you have to pay for this. You have to like pay to send private messages, quote unquote. So Mouse Mingle, if you're into that kind of thing, you love Disney, you want to meet other people who love Disney. I don't know. Do some research. Check it out.
Oh, it's real.
Oh, of course it's real.
Oh, it's real.
Oh yeah, it's very real. I think you can. Are you signing up right now?
No, I'm not gonna sign up.
Oh, I
for
think you're
this.
signing up.
And you're
So find Chandler on Mouse
okay.
Mingle.
It's not Disney. It's not run by Disney.
Well, Disney, it's clearly run by Disney since it's Mouse Mingle.
It's someone else. It just says the dating site for Disney fans, but it has nothing.
Oh, Disney doesn't endorse it?
It doesn't endorse.
Then how do
it.
they
I don't
use
see-
they use the Mickey Mouse emblem?
They actually do not. They use two of them connected, so it's just a total different.
Whatever. If you love
logo.
Disney, I'm pretty sure
I'm
Disney
pretty sure
knows.
they're
gonna buy them. I hope they do.
okay.
Well, what you got? You said last thing, right?
I promised someone that I would give them a shout out
Oh.
at the very end. Shout out to Lily Hammond.
Lily, do the face. All right, that right there. Keep it going. That is the face of Lily. If you ever see a girl do this face
It's probably
perfectly,
Lily.
it's more than likely Lily. Go say hi to her.
I would even go as far as saying it's definitely Lily. If you see anyone make that face, she rarely makes it in public though. Like
Lily,
it's only
now
like
you-
amongst her friends.
She needs to now. But we're going.
She needs to
We're a
make
little over. It's about 32 minutes in, so
Okay.
we need to end this thing.
Okay.
What we got?
Well, we have to end with a
Give me a
song.
second. We're doing it.
Okay. Maybe this was at our intro too. I don't know, but
It won't be. It'll be at the end though.
okay, it's at the end.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
And we're done.
Interior crocodile alligator.